Okay, here we go. Happy Sunday. Thanks again for joining me to start another beautiful week. Sorry, my lighting. We are at my mom's celebrating her birthday today. We've been, I don't know, hopefully I'm talking normal. We were shooting. My earplug must not have been in right because I can't hear out of this ear. We flew kites. We rode the four-wheeler, just played and had so much fun. So, which goes hand in hand with what I'm going to talk to you guys about. I didn't quite know what I was going to talk about until we went to church today. And so it just goes hand in hand with what we are doing here. If you are on my team or if you are in network marketing, if you're in this and if you see the big picture of this, like this should hit straight to your heart. I had a huge beam on my face the entire time the pastor was doing his sermon because it was about time. And what are we doing with our time? Are we spending our time as we should, or are we wasting, wasting our time and not doing what we should with our life with it? I wish I wrote this out before I started, but I know I am far from perfect. So what I say is not like to say that I have this figured out, because I will be the first to admit I am far from having this completely figured out. But I do know that this has been something very heavy on my heart. Probably when my whole big shift started about a year ago. And I've had this whole mindset reset, this whole mindset change, mindset shift. And you guys, I knew when I signed up with this company almost 6 years ago that this was my vehicle to help me use my passion, have a purpose, let God guide me to truly serving and helping others. And I believe that wholeheartedly. I truly do. And that is why I am still in this business. That is why I have not let the hard totally take me down. And that is why even through the hard, I get back up and I keep going. That is why I do my self-development. That is why I am constantly working on myself so I can be a better servant to God and to help each and every person live their best life, be their best, and just see the bigger picture that life does not have to be punching into a time clock and punching out. You guys, I'm so grateful for my job. So grateful for my job. And after church, Michael and I were talking. I look a hot mess, guys. Sorry. After church, Michael and I were talking, and it was windy today. So yeah. I told him, I said, okay, like I know I have a lot to work on, but like what he was talking about, it was some of it was like a slap in the face, like to just remind me of the former slaps in the face that I've had, if that makes sense. Like, so he started talking about time, and time, he broke it down into TIME. When he said when I started to figure out that he was breaking this down into acronyms or whatever that word is. Yeah, sorry. My brain, like I started to speak in my brain what he was about to say. And so he started talking about time. T meaning treasure. What do you treasure in your day? What is important to you? God, family, work? Like what is important to you that you treasure? For those of us who do have full-time jobs, yes, like we obviously have a duty, we obviously have that job to fill. But is that fulfilling us here? Are you the type who clocks in and clocks out, puts in your time, and then rushes home to your family? Me, because I want to be with my family. I I told Michael this. I am reminded every single day. Like my mom always tells me to look for my angels throughout my day. And I hold that here deeply to make it through my days sometimes. Like especially last week, I was just working through a lot of emotions. And I got something from one of my friends who um knows like all about the moon phases and everything like that. And I can't remember the exact without reading it. But I'm afraid I'll lose you guys. But I can't remember the exact, but it's something about like, um, did it go along with the signs? Um, I'm a Virgo. I can't remember if it did. I'm not gonna go there then because I can't remember. But with the moon phases and the phase that the moon is in right now, like has no, yeah, guys, sorry. She pulled a card for me. She pulled a no, she pulled a card for me. I don't want to get it wrong. If she watches this, she'd hate me. No, she wouldn't, but tarot card like type, if that's not the right term. But that was about like ebb and flow. And so she explained it to me that like me being who I am, like just go with the emotions. Like you may have high highs, you may have low lows, but just don't hold them in. Just go with them and let your body work through it, let your mind work through it, let it out. Don't hold it in. And so I was telling Michael like how crazy my week was with my emotions. Like I would just be a monster when I started, but then like I I am holding very near and dear a couple of patients to my heart that I left last week. And I literally like took care of those patients, went back into my x-ray room and prayed and thanked God for letting me be the one to take care of them because I may have been their angel for the day. I may have been that the nice healthcare worker who actually smiled and took the time with them, or maybe they could just see the happiness or the care in my eyes. Like I'm not toot my own horn, but I take patient care very, very seriously. Like you never know what your patients are in. They don't need a grump taking care of them. And I have my patients tell me that all the time that, well, thank you for being so nice. You were so kind. And you can tell that your heart is in here. And I just kind of need those kind of things sometimes to remind myself why I'm here. Like God obviously has a plan for me, as in why I have not made it to the top of Lavelle yet, because I'm still meant to be right here. I'm still meant to be right here for a reason. And it's it's not up to me to really truly find that out. It's up to me to stay open and to stay focused and grounded and have faith and to know that God has me right where I'm supposed to be. And as much as I want and am shooting for bonuses right now because our company has some life changing, like they're amazing anyway, but right now they have some very, very life changing bonuses on the table. And that's about over. That's going to be over next month. And I kind of feel it in my heart. I'm really, really just trying to believe and have faith that, and I know that what is meant to be will be. But I mean, obviously we're going to get a little hard on ourselves when we don't reach our goal or our deadline or whatever that may be. But even Michael said today, like, you haven't made it to where you want to be yet for a reason. And I'm like, babe, I know, like, I know. And that is why, like, I still take to heart so much my job, even if I may seem like a monster to my coworkers, or even if I do have like a bad couple hours, to where I don't quite control my emotions. But um, I still know that I'm meant to still be where I am for a reason. So, but what do you treasure in your days? Um, I don't want to be at work more than I have to. Like, I want to do my duty. I want to do my job. I want to look for my angels. I want to find my angels and thank God for my angels throughout the day. And to know that, I could have been that helping hand or just that listening ear to somebody. And who knows how dark of a time for them, I mean, they're at the hospital. Isn't always good. But I told him that that has really been on my heart, because obviously I want to be home with my boys. Like, that is a huge goal of mine, but I don't know if that's in my master plan. And that's just up for me to stay open to. Um, so like, I don't want to work over. Um, I don't want the overtime. Like, I had my time back when I was on seconds, back before kids. Like, yeah, I would stay over all the time. But now I just want to be there for my time and then get home to my family, because that is what I treasure. Like, even if we aren't like, even if Eli's on the game, or Kane's off playing, or whatever that may be, and even if Michael and I are doing our own thing, like, just being in my family's presence is what I treasure. Obviously, I want to maximize on our time together and make our time together memorable and meaningful, but being in their presence means so much to me in itself. So, what do you treasure in your time? I invest. What do you invest in? That kind of goes hand in hand with what I was talking about with work. And um, are you putting in more time than you should? Are you um, are you spending time in your day um, with God? Are you spending time in your day being present with your family? Are you on the TV or on your phone aimlessly scrolling? Or are you trying to be intentional with your time, so that way you are making memories, you are making the most out of your time, and you are working towards that all purpose, that passion? Um, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Are you being intentional? Are you investing in your time the way that you should, the way that you could maximize? Because we're not always promised tomorrow. And that hits hard for a lot of people, because a lot of people will say, I'll do this tomorrow. I'll do this tomorrow. You guys, I'm guilty too. I just said that I was going to start something this Sunday. And then here this morning came and I totally forgot about it until an hour ago. And I was like, crap, I was going to do that. I was going to start that so that I could intentionally be better throughout my week. So I'm not aimlessly scrolling. I am more intentional on my phone. And you guys, we all get the report on our phones, the screen time report. Mine was getting pretty scary a few weeks ago, a few months ago. And I told myself that I'm going to start being more intentional, so that way that screen time goes down, but in a good way. And that I am being intentional with my time and making the right choices, so that way I can be present with them. So, what's up, babe? We're going to be going soon. Did Daddy make it back yet? Okay. So, and then like, as he was saying this in my head, I don't know if Eli caught it. He was on my side here, but I started multiplying. Like I write out like on my leg or hand, whatever. It's mirrored. It's really confusing. So you're actually over here. Quit. You're distracting me. But I don't, did you see me writing on my leg today in church? I was trying to
Yeah,
do
kind of.
multiplication. I started to figure out how many hours were in a week and then how many hours of our week. I mean, we usually work 40-hour weeks, and then how many hours that we're sleeping. And you guys, the next thing the pastor went into was how many hours are in a week, how much time we spend sleeping, which I really need to pull this up because it was awesome to hear the numbers, like true mind blowing. How many hours, wasn't it like 24 hours that we spend eating or
Yeah,
like
yeah.
preparing for a meal?
Mhm.
On average, we work 40 hours a week, but we spend about 50 hours traveling to and from work, on our commute to work, whatever that may be, along with work. And so it came down to you only have about 5 hours a day to be present with your family or to not be working, not be eating, not be sleeping. 5 hours a day, guys. What are you doing in those 5 hours to truly invest in your family, your time, God, all of the important stuff that if you were to die tomorrow, you would not be getting to heaven and saying, I wish I had more time. So, oh, you're on my hair. So, like I said, I was just beaming the whole entire service. Just, yeah, 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 yes. Like all of it was just hitting so close because, especially for the last several months, you're kind of hurting my head, babe. For the last several months, I have really been trying to focus on this. And um, just several things that he said is stuff that I have heard before. Um, I don't know if you guys have all heard the like rocks in the jar analogy. If you fill a jar with bigger rocks, and then is it all the way full? Well, no. Then you put in pebbles. Okay, is it full now? No. Then you put in sand. Is it full? No. Yeah. Then you fill in the rest of the jar with water. What are, like, you can always make time. You can always add to your day. But what are the big rocks to you? What are you investing in most? What matters the most to you?
Your life.
Management, manage, time management. What are you doing to ensure that you are making the most of your time? I'm not quite sure like how people get it all done, but I sure in hell hope that they, hey, that they are, when they do their time management, that they're being intentional. Like I know that they're being intentional with it because there's no way that we can like truly live out our purpose without purposefully taking control of our time. And so what are you doing with your time again, to better manage it,
I'm not saying
to
you can play with your kids if you have kids.
to truly maximize your life and your potential. So I totally forgot where I was going with that. Hmm. Yep. Um, what was I going to say? But yeah, like just what are you doing to manage your time wisely? Oh, that's where I was going. It just takes me a minute, guys. Sorry. Also goes hand in hand with I have been listening to uh another church's sermons on YouTube because they're located like an hour away. I'm not going to go there. But their services have really hit home to me lately. And it's like they're doing a legacy series. I saw one of my other girls on Instagram talk about their service the other day. And thank you. I had to reach out to her and be like, thank you for sharing that, because it totally hit home. And it was, are you living with God as a check off your list? Like, if you prioritize the things that are most important to you, God, number one, family, number one, job, whatever your number one may be, your number 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever it may be, like your most important things in your life that you are prioritizing. Are you checking off God, saying, okay, I read the Bible for 20 minutes. Okay, I went to church on Sunday. Okay, I prayed for 5 minutes. Are you doing that every day? Or are you incorporating God into family, faith, obviously, friends, your job, your purpose, your dreams, your goals? Are you incorporating God into your every minute of every day? That is what He wants us to do. He doesn't want to be a number on a list and just get checked off and forgotten about the rest of the day. That is what hit me when today he said management and time management. And don't act like those 5 hours in the day that, an hour has to go to faith or 20 minutes has to go to faith and then you're done. Like, you need to be living in such a way that is how you act, that is how you speak, that is how you intentionally have your purpose to live out your days on your purposeful path to your passion, to where you're meant to be, to your destiny. So again, like I said, guys, like it was just like bam, 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 all of this stuff. And I'm just beaming. Like I said, I am not perfect. I have ways like that I know I need to work on. I have ideas that I want to start setting in place so that way I can make this happen and I can make the most of my time and I can be present for my boys, because that is my ultimate goal. Even if I end up working part-time or reduced hours, or even if I don't end up a complete stay-at-home mom, because let's be honest, I might get a little bored. I mean, thinking of myself, yeah, I like to get out of the house. I like my coworkers. I like my patients, most of them, unless they're yelling obscenities, but whatever, it comes with the territory. But I like what I do. I love what I do. But I also love what I do in helping people feel their best so that way they can be the best version of themselves and pay that forward to their friends and family and say, hey, I found this product where I got my happy back. I got me back. I invested in myself for once and I have me back and I am more present with my family. I am not just sitting on the couch. I'm not just coming home from work, sitting down, watching TV and telling them to go play and leave me alone. I'm not doing that. I personally never was one like to really watch TV anyway after I had kids. But guys, like that hurts me even to think that because I would be the one aimlessly scrolling on my phone or busy to not be with my boys, to have them be playing, but yet here I am doing something else because it's something that I have to get done because of my OCD tendencies. Like, where are you putting your time? I'm talking to all of us with this. Like I said, again, I have work to do on myself. I just know that if you let me know that you have watched this, please let me know if it hit home. And I would love to discuss it with you even further because I'm sure I feel I feel same feels that you do. And I would love to be the voice and be the messenger, to be the servant to help you walk through your troubles and insecurities and um, ways of doing things as well. So that way we can all be more intentional. And then E, enjoy. Enjoy your time. Enjoy every second, every minute, every hour, every day, every week, every month. Because again, you're not promised tomorrow. If that were to happen, God forbid, if that were to happen, would you know that you're leaving your family with a legacy of yourself? Like what would they have known you for? What would they remember of you? It's a hard one to swallow, I know. But what would that be? And would you be fulfilled? Are you fulfilled in every single day? I know when I flipped the script and started to look for the things that I'm grateful for every single day, even if the previous day was hard, you guys, like, even if I wake up and I'm super sore from the boys sleeping with us, I will write in my gratitude journal, I am grateful for a crowded bed. Slept like shit, but I'm grateful for a crowded bed because that's them next to me. That's their presence. That's cuddle time. Guys, that phase isn't going to last forever. My boys won't always want to sleep next to me. They won't always want to sleep with us. I am grateful for restless sleep. I'm grateful for being kicked in the face as I did last night. I'm grateful for arms slapping into my face. I'm grateful for having this much of space on my bed. Like, and I know that's just minor in how things could be, but are you truly seeing the big picture in your everyday life? Don't always take away the negative, like find something positive in every single circumstance, in every single instance, every single hour. Take that to heart and thank God for it because He knows where you're headed. He knows your path. It's up to you to just stay open to it and to listen to Him so that way you get there and you are truly living out your time on earth. So, time, what are you doing with your time? Thank you for taking the time with me tonight. Or if you watch the recording later on, thank you. I really hope that by taking your time, that I have hit home. I have maybe opened up some new ways of thinking or just come to realization of what we're doing. Like I said, I yell at myself every day, stop scrolling, be intentional. Because I know I'm on the right vehicle to success to get to my dreams. Only He knows what those truly are. Only He knows what my future truly holds. But damn, I'm so glad that I am on this road. I am so thankful for everything that has happened to me up to right here and right now. I'm so thankful for the right here and right now because I am who I am because of the past, because of where I'm going, because of my future. So make the most of your time, treasure, invest, manage, enjoy. With that, make this week a great one. And please let me know if you did watch this and your thoughts on it. I know I am going to really start working on time management and what I can be doing on my days off to help myself throughout the week. So that way, those 5 hours are maximized to their potential and to where they're really supposed to be invested in. So, have a great night, guys. Thank you.